problem.
Where are they?
This is my question
Show me.
today.
Where are they? Where is the problem? Where?
All the way, every way, what I do, all the way, problem, every day. Really, I know.
Okay.
I know I'm God. This is my question.
Okay. See how it is today. Thank you. Thank you. Om. Namaste. Welcome everyone to Satsang today. Happy Shiva today. Welcome to all of you who are joining via broadcast. Thank you. Please let us settle down. Dun, dun, dun. Thank you. What are these satsangs about? What are these satsangs about? No? What is the real opportunity and purpose and possibility of attending these satsangs specifically? What? No? I put it that it is for self-discovery. There are other names we can use: enlightenment, waking up to the reality of oneself, the realization of the pure consciousness that we are. We can give many names. Merging with the God energy or God self. I have not planned, please put your hand down so you can listen. If hand is up, your ears are closed right now. So just, I want to give me a minute or two. I have not even planned to say this. Even what I'm speaking now, I have not planned. It is understood, the seeming difficulty, although when one comes to the realization of the self, it becomes remarkably simple, open, easy, always. But until then, it can seem like the most difficult thing. Even as I was stepping through the door, Amma said to me, "Oh, too much problem, too much problem." She said, "Too much, too much, too much, too much." Shiva actually, too much, too much, too much problem. I said, "Show me one of them." No, no, too much, too much, too much problem. So here is the place not merely to solve, but to dissolve many things. Not to solve, because yes, some things will be solved, but we don't have to target so much, yes, I got this problem, I'm going to try to fix this. What I'm trying to share is to recognize how problems come into play and for whom they arise, and to see if the one who is suffering problems and having problems is your true nature, is it your true state? Just to be clear and to see for yourself, it actually, yes, it's just also, when I say myself, it is something personal, it is something also mind. How can I get to the place beyond this mind field? How to get beyond this thing. So the satsang is the place for discovering this, not as a philosophy, not merely as a belief system also, but as directly experienced and experiential discovery, whereupon even after it is recognized, the mind flow will still come again, but with lesser power each time, as you are able to confirm your true place, that you are the still place, and the traffic of sensation, thoughts, feelings, they are not reliable. They come and they go. We are giving far too much importance, and we cannot help giving importance because it's been a long-standing relationship, a homegrown situation from our personal standpoint. So I just wanted to say this again. No? Now I will see what... Can I see you in the glasses there? You come for a moment and...
Namaskar, Moojibaba.
Namaste.
And good morning.
Good morning.
Happy Mahashivratri.
Thank you. Happy Mahashivratri.
So, your pointing is so good. So, every time I follow your pointings, the question arises, why I am here on this planet? My existence. I have read and I have go through the books and I have listened from the masters that my existence is due to the play of Supreme Self.
The play of?
Supreme Self.
Supreme Self.
The God, the creator of all that is. So it confused me. This is the horrible play for me.
At the moment.
Yeah. So
as is presently perceived through your subjective way of perceiving, yes.
So I want to win this play of Supreme Self. So please help me. Due to grace of our masters, I am here. So I do not want to miss this opportunity to win. Please help us.
If I were to ask of you something, because you already stood up and you say, in spite of listening to Satsangs, still is persisting this feeling, what am I doing here on this planet? What is the purpose of my feeling? So even after listening to the invitation, which takes you beyond the localized consciousness, which we call a person, still is persisting this conviction, what am I doing? So what am I doing? So you have retained your sense of I, which through the invitation is exposing, is also thought construct also, and that even the sense or the feeling or the intuition of I is also, you're coming to recognize that it can be recognized. And so therefore there must be something subtler in whose light this personal I is also seen. That is a significant pointer and discovery. But not if you just run over it and then say, okay, yes, I can see. And you may still follow the invitation to the very end and still preserve a loyalty to your personal identity. Like the person is listening to the invitation and seeing what the person gets out of it. You follow? If it is not pointed out, it is quite likely that we are still listening and thinking, yes, 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 I can see that. Oh, I can see the pure self. But who is the I you have not included in your inquiry? It's kind of kept out, as though it is going to evaluate and therefore it is going to win the freedom. So earlier I said, when the seeker finds what it's searching for, the seeking is finished, isn't it? And also the label of a seeker also is finished. So how can, does the seeker becomes a finder? Be careful. If the seeker becomes a finder, the seeker retains some identity. Now I am the finder of it now. He says, now look, I have found it. So then it and you are different. It becomes your possession. It will not work. It's not that I said yesterday, it's not that you have changed, but you are being exchanged. The old way of thinking about yourself becomes just a way of thinking about the self watched from the self. This thing, I want to ask you also honestly, all of you, is the Satsangs helping you? Is it clarifying? Because I was asking this question yesterday, I wonder if it's a novelty or something. A feeling, I kind of get it, and you're only getting it mentally. And the one who gets it mentally is also a phenomenon being observed from the highest place. And now this morning, you stood up and you say, at the end of listening to invitation, still the strength of the I person is there enough to say, my concern is, what am I doing on this planet? Why, Paramatman, why did God put me here? So you didn't say, who am I on this planet? You say, no, what am I doing here? So there's already a force of conviction that your I represents what? When you say I, what is the content of your I? Is it a historical I? Is it a merely personal I? Is it in reference to your physical form? What is the nature of when you say I? You see, you will not have this question asked anywhere. You will not ask, no one is asking, your parents not asking, your friends not asking, also maybe church, temple not asking. Rare is it that it is questioned. It even seems rude. You go for a job, high job. What is your qualification? I went to Harvard and I did this, and I studied this place, and I went to this place, and I did training in this place, and so on, so on, so on. Tell me some more about yourself. I am so old, and my star sign is this, and I was, whatever. Okay, very good. Okay, thank you. But tell me, really are you? Who is going to ask? Nobody asks. It is enough. You have sent in your resume, it is enough. Who's going to ask you, yes, that's what you have done, that's what you've studied, that's what you think. But who really are you? Nobody is going to ask, except in satsang. You say, I am here. I want to know why I'm here on this planet. So already you didn't say, I want to know who I am that appears to be on this planet. You said, no, I want to know why I am here. So there's already a conviction, a strength of belief of who you are. So I'm asking you now, what is the I that you speak? What is the content? When you refer to yourself, what do you think of yourself? Who are you?
I am awareness, I am a soul.
Okay, stop at awareness, your awareness. Just say, yeah, okay, I am the awareness. What if I accept that as complete enough as answer? I am the awareness itself. Then no more you would need to say to me. If you are the awareness itself, where would your question, what am I doing on this planet? Where would that come from? If you understood when you say, I am awareness itself. That is taken as the most profound recognition. I am the awareness itself. I cannot present myself merely as my form. I am the awareness within which even my form is appearing. I am the awareness inside the form, but also the form is inside me as an object of perception. It would be a little bit more like this. I'm not saying we must rehearse this to give good answers. Gradually, in sitting and listening and clarifying as you go, looking and checking in, comparing, looking, you come to a clarity. A clarity doesn't mean a clarity where you're seeing objects, but a clarity as to who you are. When we speak of clarity, it is not, I'm now clear to see what I'm looking at. No, I'm clear to see where I'm looking from and who I'm looking as. That means clarity, you see. So, I'm addressing your question. First thing you must know, when you say I, what are you referring to? Goes for everybody also. You say I, what am I doing on the planet? What is my purpose for being here? You didn't question who you are, you only question what is your purpose. But I put it even more, that you must first find out first who you are, and then see if that has a purpose. What is the purpose of this one? Does we follow this one? Yes. You are beginning to see, because the consciousness is becoming more subtle. And subtlety of understanding is very important, because very often we are listening and learning only superficially. You hear words, we accept them. Somebody tell you something, you accept it, like this. But here, because it is so important, seeing as if we can perceive, we have the senses of mind, you can study and all of that, without even knowing who you are. Just a superficial impression or understanding, well rehearsed and practiced, gives you a conviction that you are something which later you're going to see you are much more than that. We are here to discover the fullness of that. But before we proceed, you must clarify, don't hold so tightly to this, your present conception of yourself. Therefore I ask you, who are you? When you refer to yourself, as what do you refer to yourself? You said as awareness. I said, then it could stop right there. Why awareness and then something else? Everything else is lesser. Everything else is content. Everything else is phenomenal, apart from the awareness itself. If you have come to that place where you say, I am awareness itself, well, you probably wouldn't get the job. Anyway, if that's only your answer, and it would not be a good answer to give your intended boss. Because as awareness, you will know there isn't sufficient understanding there to comprehend the significance of this statement. Unless intuitively something feels there is. So it's not about going around telling anybody, who are you? I'm awareness. I am the I am. No. You are smart enough to know, because in every and each situation you meet, you will meet it with the appropriate attitude. Automatically, intuitively, spontaneously. You don't have to practice that.
Yeah.
Such is the greatness of consciousness.
So glimpses starts that I am one with the Supreme Self, and another time oscillations start and I come up. But why I am here?
I being what again?
Means my mind, logical mind, start to think like this.
Yes.
But why this is the play?
And so let's take it from this point. So the logical mind is saying, in spite of your previous statement, I am one with the Supreme Self. But why am I here? They don't seem to go together. I am one with the Supreme Self. Is the Supreme Self thinking, I am one with myself, but why am I here? So, who is asking, why am I here, you see? So this already exposes that the understanding hasn't been grounded enough. You see? Maybe the feeling I'm one with the Supreme, I'm awareness, is also a concept presently, being believed by the idea you have of yourself presently. So it is not enough. You see? You want to know who you are, but you ask question, why am I here? Why am I here? So I'm going to put it for you. I would say you are here not just on the planet, but here in this very place right now, to have a total experiential discovery of your true nature.
Yeah.
Other purposes are secondary to that. They are later, they are sub-purposes, they're not that important. If you understood this beyond merely a mental or intellectual conviction,
right.
If you notice inside your heart, then these questions will not come, and certainly they would not trouble you.
I will put it aside right now. Right?
What about if you continued and left everything aside? We can try. Whoever wants to sail on this ship, you are very welcome. It is totally free. Okay? I would continue with you to say, you say, I can leave it aside. And remarkably, many times you can leave things aside. So why don't we continue and say, why not leave even the rational mind aside for the moment?
Yeah.
Yes, because you are aware of rational mind.
Right.
So I'm not going to engage with rational mind. So
Right.
I leave that aside. So the mind stuff, which is containing the sense of time and change and memory and kind of knowledge, and all of this we can call mind. If I say, if that was left aside just for the moment, while we continue talking to see, because it's not helpful to have all this stuff and you still want to find the highest when you're taking care of all this luggage. So I say, just for the few moments, you leave that aside also. Leave everything to do with the idea you have of who you are. Is it possible?
Right.
Is it possible?
Yeah.
They would just, just suspend that for now. And when we finish our looking, then you can reclaim your stuff if you want. So we say, let's leave that aside. And any other thoughts, such as what is the purpose of being in the world and so on, for now, let's say we may come to that later, but that is not our central discovery. Let's see if we can leave all these things aside for now. So in effect, all your thought activity, past, present, and potentially, we are just not going to engage with that just for a few moments. I can carry on?
Yeah.
So even the idea you have of yourself presently, we know that that's not stable. We say different things about ourselves or so on. No? Let's suspend that. It's possible that we can suspend our idea about who we are and all that. Just leave that aside. It's possible to do it?
Yeah.
And then also about purpose. I would like to see that in the future I'm able to do this. I want to become a teacher. I want to become Satsang teacher. Or anything future, no, leave everything aside. So actually, effectively become just empty. It is possible, actually. And now I would like to see if you're really on board to discover alongside with me, leave all these things aside. Don't engage with any of these things. Possible?
Yeah.
So even as we are going and speaking, this is instant sadhana. So I'm not telling you something for later or for homework. Right now, just leave all this aside. No. So only is left what cannot be taken aside. Everything, all thoughts, projections, ideas, philosophies, beliefs, intentions, everything, just don't engage with the mind at all. If you are genuine in this, you will notice that by suspending or leaving aside all these functions, habits, all this aside, the sense that you still exist is here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just pay attention with that. If this existence, awareness, is not combined with anything at all, don't associate it with anything, any desire, any memory. This is our living looking right now. Leave everything aside. No? And don't use your imagination. Don't visualize anything at all. Empty, 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 empty. You are still here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not carrying, not holding. You're not a container of anything at all. Leave everything aside. No? Okay. So this is the state that I ask you. Please suspend all your engagements, even with your favorite idea of yourself and any idea about life or existence. Just suspend all of these to see what is here before you picked up any idea. Just like this.
Oh.
So,
yeah? Nothing.
Nothing. So here now, having agreed and willingly leaving everything aside, I ask you just these questions I've been asking.
Okay.
First question I may ask now, what is it when you are not identified with name or form or memory or desire or intention or knowledge or possessions or relationships, nothing, you've just left everything aside. You find you are still here, isn't it? Yes. Even the idea of your person and personality also is suspended. Even the idea, I am my body even, leave all this aside. Pay attention to just what is here. Don't create, don't imagine, don't visualize. You're just here. Just here. I want to ask you about this that is just here. Okay? Just what is here?
Nothing.
Is it a feeling? Is it merely feeling? Please respond.
Yeah.
Yes. Is it a belief that is here?
No.
No. Is it personal?
No.
No. Is it an object of any sort?
No.
No. Is it the mind?
No.
Look, you can each answer. It's very important that you answer from yourself so that your being can confess that. I say, is it the mind? No. Is it a philosophy
No.
that's left? No. Whatever it is, it is. Is it limited in terms of there is some boundary beyond which it does not exist?
No, no.
No. Does it have a shape,
No.
size,
No.
body?
No.
No, thank you. Can it go away? Can it leave?
No, no.
No, it cannot leave. Did it come?
No. It's already here with me.
It is already here. It is already here with you, you say. Is it religious?
No, no.
Can it judge?
No.
Can it be possessed
No.
or owned?
No.
No. Can it fade?
No.
Important question, this one. Can it fade?
No.
So that now it feels more present, but when we go out to try shop or something, it's not there, it's gone away. Can it be like this?
No, no.
No, no, it cannot go. You are discovering it now. You're
Yeah.
seeing this now.
Yeah.
But where has it been all your life now? Come on.
It is with me already.
It is always with you.
Yeah.
Can the mind exist outside of it?
No, no.
Can it become sick?
No.
Depressed?
No, no.
Frustrated?
No.
Was it born?
No.
Can anybody answer health also? Was it born? Does it have a starting point? No, no. Connected question, can it die?
No.
Can it die? Did you create it?
No.
That which is perceiving it, is it apart from it?
No, no. It is not apart.
Is it time?
No.
Is it time?
No.
Is it a mood?
No.
Is it above
No.
or below?
No.
Is it more in any direction and less in another direction?
No. No.
Okay, let's ask one question now. So, how to get there? How to reach it? How far is it from
Everything is right now transparent.
Yes. So if I were to just to summarize, you say whatever it is, when the mind stuff and identity and attachments and desire and beliefs and all this is left aside, suspended just for a short time,
Right.
there remains a something, nothing space. And I ask you, I want us to look at this, what this is. I even ask you, whatever it is that is able to speak about it and to perceive it, nothing, is that something apart from it also?
No, no. Right here.
So therefore, if it is not a form, it is not personal, it does have no shape, it has no limits beyond which it does not exist. It is not merely a belief. It's not an emotional state.
No.
It was not born. It cannot die. How old is it? We cannot say.
We cannot say.
It cannot fade. It cannot leave because it did not come.
Yeah.
And it cannot be sick. It cannot die. Then I ask how far to get to it. You said no, there's no distance actually.
No, no, no.
It's everywhere. No?
It is here.
So if this is indeed true from your direct seeing, I have not say go away and think about it, like immediately from yourself, your responses are coming like this. Is that because you rehearsed them or because you directly see and know?
Whatever I am experiencing right now, I am responding.
Yes. Therefore, if you say like this, then it must be taken by me that all this is yourself.
Oh.
All this is the self, yourself, same thing.
Oh.
Just take a moment. Is that which knows this apart from it?
No.
Is it the body that knows this? Is it the mind that knows it?
No.
It alone knows itself.
Yeah.
Then comes now, then who is this other guy, who has all these problems? Why am I here on this planet? What is my purpose? How real is this in the presence of what has been discovered to you? And yet we must give some space for this, because like some reflex, this world of you and me and this and that and high and low and life and death and job and no job and all of these things flourishes through the mind, along with an idea I have of myself, who is the experiencer, the enjoyer and the sufferer of some state, is to be placed where in the light of what is being seen. So for now, I would say, don't try to solve any world for a moment.
Okay.
Just simply pay attention to just what is here. Don't create, don't manipulate, just pay attention. Is there an eye seeing these things? And this eye is what?
How can I see?
Yes. So this, I say, give time to marinate your attention in this. Because anyone who has come to this level of perceiving, of seeing, knowing, being, then the mind stuff is going to come very strongly. Because we have a seeming life that is shaped so much in our mind and the person and things to do and where to go and how can I take care of my family and cannot have my holiday on time. No, that's got to fit somewhere.
Yeah.
Don't fit it. Don't try to fit it.
Okay.
Let it fit itself in this. Your place, just pay attention just to this. When hungry, eat. When tired, sleep. When need to exercise, go walk. When someone says hello, you say hello. When you have to be on the internet, be on your internet. When you answer your phone calls, let everything is... See what effort is required to move in the life. Because throughout this, let's say, exercise, invitation, I've not asked you to suppress your senses. I ask only that suspend the usual habit of engaging with the mind and the usual way that you think about yourself for a moment.
Yeah.
Yes. And what is beautiful in this is that I can ask anybody anywhere from any country, educated or non-educated actually, these questions, and I'm finding the same responses are coming. If, one moment. So, like this, without having to go and research and read books and to hear from experts, simply coming directly from yourself. The seeing, okay. Mind will come and say, but yes, but how can that help you to pay your rent and whatever and all these kind of things. So for the moment you stay only confirming. Did you create this or are you merely discovering this?
I am created. Not created, I just observing from here.
Observing, okay. This is the power of observing, you see. You're observing and confirming like this. I say each time, my God, you don't realize what you are discovering. Nobody teach us this. Nobody told you this.
Yeah.
Nobody told you this. Now pay attention only to this. Pay attention only to that for a while and continue moving in the way that you move naturally. Do what you have to do. You will see that there is no condition about it. Oh, if I do this kind of job, that's not the right kind of job to wake up to the self. I'm in the wrong relationship to wake up to the self. I'm too far from the holy city to wake
Yeah.
to the self. I was not born in an auspicious time, all these things.
Yeah.
None of these things matter to this. So, marinate your attention in it, incubate in this seeing.
Yeah.
But you don't have to shut out the world in a physical way, but make time to keep checking in and checking in like this. Now if I say to you, that's the end of the exercise, now you can go and pick up the things that I asked you to suspend for a while. Yeah? All the thing about other things, what am I doing on the world and so on.
I
Then
can
you can
easily
go
play.
and pick. Huh?
I can easily play right now.
You can easily?
Why? By remaining here,
Yes,
I can play all the game.
yes.
By true being is here. By doing this exercise, I find some peace, some space
Yes,
from this right place.
yes. Who are you here? Who is finding?
Myself.
Yes,
Myself.
yes. Is this self merely an object?
No.
No. Put your attention on that, marinating in that. And don't speak about it. Don't speak about it with anyone. Too early. Keep this for yourself. Just keep checking in with your own seeing, confirming, and carry on with your life as you're doing. Keep checking in.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is much more important than trying to solve this problem and this crisis and then this other one and this one. Just abiding in your natural state. You have sieved out all the noise and the traffic of mental projections and bad habits. You will find that you are able to relate to life in a much more intuitive and spontaneous way.
Okay.
Pay attention and see what happens. Either you try to solve one problem, two problem, three problem, and then like this you keep going, retaining a personal identity which is much less than the fullness of your being. Yes. You may find even that your different ideas about yourself may keep floating in now and again, but they will not have the pulling power that they previously had.
Yeah.
Because you are centered in your understanding and your truth now.
Yeah.
Okay. Good?
Yeah. Now the question is vanished.
The question has vanished.
Yeah. No
Yes,
more
yes,
questions because
Yes.
if I am here, then
Yes.
how can I say that why I am?
Yes. The question has vanished because the previous questioner, has also vanished. The question has vanished because the standpoint from where that question was put has dissolved in the light of a higher state of consciousness. As you stay in this, I say stay, because in the beginning you're going to find that the attention drifts back into the old regime of identity and so on. That will happen for a bit, but you're able to see that, whoa, that's a movement also perceived. Stay in the place of your stillness. Rather than going to fix problems, you'll find that just being present, impatient, more light, more clarity comes, you can take care of each thing. Okay?
This is the what Papaji and Ramana Maharshi says. Keep quiet. This is the place.
Quiet. Yes.
Silence.
Yes.
It's good.
Yes. Peace. Silence. Joy. And freedom from fear also. So when the fear is not there, the love is expanding even. You see?
Oh.
Yeah. Love. Beyond merely the limitation of personal love, something much broader.
Yeah.
Appreciation also. Gratitude. Openness. Spontaneity. All this. You see. Okay. Good.
You are the good coach. You are the good coach.
Coach, good coach. I'm Coach Mooji.
Yeah. And in Indian politics, Modi is rocking, and in spiritual world, Mooji is rocking. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Sir.
Okay. Rocking. Okay. Somebody who needs to hear something. You come. That's right.
Hi, Mooji.
Hi.
I'm not good in English, so
What language you speak?
Italian.
Italian.
But I have the question in English.
Okay.
But I can
And you can hear from something that they're speaking in.
I quite understand you in English.
Okay.
So I started watching your videos 4 years ago. Last year in Rishikesh was my first season of Satsang. My question was about the second bird position and a hypothetic third bird. When you answered, I couldn't listen. My mind was only chattering, blah, blah,
Chattering,
blah, blah.
chattering.
I felt like you was taking fun of me. I was extremely angry, even if I was a smile from outside. I promised myself not to come anymore in the satsang. I felt like hate towards you, but then the next day I came the same, and slowly during the satsang I start to feel a deep inner opening and love toward you.
Yes.
In the afternoon, during the Sage Express video, you were with an Indian family and you were talking to the father. Watching him really understanding your pointings, I also had a click inside, a flash. I saw clearly that everything appeared in emptiness. That even the idea I always had of me was an illusion. That the ego in reality doesn't exist. It's only a cluster of thought and belief appearing like a substratum of emptiness. I explode in immense joy and relief, never felt before. The sensation I had was as a mile of thought erupting of my head like a volcano, but there was not identity to attach to them, and them easily disappear. I looked at my hands and I felt like no one live in this body. I spent a few days in this wonderful joy, and even at night I did not sleep. There was like an energy and happiness inside the body for no reasons. But then slowly, the mind began to doubt. I get it, I lost it, and the experience of before was not longer alive. There were thoughts like I did it, or the others people haven't understood yet. Back home, I started sabotaging myself to resume all my habits, my vices, and perhaps also because of my family and friends, but the joy was fading more and more. I was starting to have fear of emptiness, to become nobody, to be judged. So I started to escape from the inner silence, engaging in a lot of activity and work, using more possible the mind as I could. And also if I was very stressed for not taking rest, I was used to repeat to myself, don't worry, know that you have recognized you are the ultimate nature. You don't need to stay in your inner silence. And I continue now, what happened to me, that I continue mentally recognize that everything appears in the empty space. Before also all idea of me, but like this time here, I feel that in the isness appear mostly sorrow and fear. I feel strong identification energy in the body and mind. And so my question, why is this negative energy persist?
Very good, very good, very good report. And I hope everyone gave space to listen to this, because what is being shared here is a universal controversy that happened inside the mind, actually. And I see, year after year, I'm sitting with beings from all over the world who are drawn to this understanding. I said a few days ago that sometimes it surprised me. Why so many? Because in older times, not so many people would be for this knowledge. It was very difficult to find someone, or even if you found them, to be accepted to be a student for this knowledge, because it really challenged the very root of the ego itself, and many people cannot bear it, you see? But on the other side, it leads to the timeless reality. It is not, in some paths, the ego is allowed to participate in the search, and he gets something from the search. Yes, I'm doing good, I'm getting better, now I can meditate for 6 hours without stopping, I'm having intuition, whatever I dream comes true, and the ego will still be there. In this path, from the beginning, it is questioned, who is this one even, who is beginning on the journey, and some discomfort come. Still, I wondered why so many people come. Then saying maybe internet, yes. So many people can just go and put enlightenment, and people come up, so many teachers also speak about it. So the initial interest is big, but who will finish where they started? Because when you go, you see, you start like this and you begin to discover also that there are different levels also where the I have existed in some shadow. And in this path, it's all coming up. It's coming up like some kind of detox is coming up. That whatever it is that is not in service to the fullness of your truth, it will begin to get exposed. It is like it cannot hide. It is like thieves in a glass house. So these things, they're coming up, and then there's discomfort because we have a long-standing relationship with personality. And we even believe and refer to ourselves as this personality. And then the personality which is strongly shaped out of mind and thought and habit, it starts to behave now like it's a separate entity from yourself who is going to punish you. How dare you want to be free from me? Let's see. You see, for some people, sometimes it doesn't take that look. Depending on your nature and temperament, doubts will come, or negative sensations and feelings come, and you'll forget that you're able to observe these, and from the place of observing, there's nothing, there's no content, there's no history, there's no person. So you can see the waves coming up of resistance and doubts and negativity, but you can hold your ground as the undivided seer of them, and they pass as all things do. Time pass. Relationships, all different things are subject to change. You're just observing this, and yet it is as though a tremendous power, force is coming to sabotage and to sink their ship of freedom. It's like this. But all this is dream, but you don't know it is dream. In the moment it feels like, oh, why so difficult, I can't do it, and my mind is even more bad than before. Before it was, nuisance. Now it's terrorist. Oh, tsunami, your mind is there. But you are able to transcend all of that. So, I listened to your letter. All the things you say, they are so true in the experience of transcendence. You, at least at first, you spoke very much like I told you what happened when I came before Papaji. You come, you have some ego left, but you think you don't. You come before the Master, and the ego wants to be, aha, you've come. The Master's, yeah, you've come. I've been waiting for you, my son. Look. And then he chop you, chop, chop, chop. And then somehow, and then this love attraction turns to hatred. Yeah, it's not the true Master. You didn't notice me. I didn't. And all this kind of stuff is going to come. Can you bear this? You see, it's going to come. This is the price of freedom. That all the stuff that we have absorbed, impressions which are not true, that we were not able to discern if they were true or not, they were imbibed inside our being, and now by grace you have come to a place to awaken to the fullness of yourself, and these energies, they come, and they will come for a while. They will make their biggest fight. But what is in you as truth is infinitely greater than all of these things. But because you don't know it, and because we tend to identify with the lower self, with the person and so on, we are more inclined to believe the sensations, the emotions, the feelings, the thoughts that come up in that moment. It is as though we are hypnotized by the mind force, like that. And so all that is happening to you are the sign in a way that you are under grace itself is with you. Because this thing you will transcend. Maybe if you had not chosen this path, or you were not brought, I say chosen, brought, that somehow you may have a smoother journey. You don't have to be shaken up because you're cooperating and we are still feeling, I'm going somewhere, but you're still retaining ego. You're still retaining the ego identity, and nobody's pointing it out. But here it is being pointed out. So it feels under threat. It feels like, oh, I'm dying. Many people in Satsang, you go for appointment at the doctor is full of Satsang people thinking that they're dying. Yeah? There's, I feel still I'm dying, and doctor check, nothing's wrong with you. But the thought is taking the form of death, I'm dying. Something is dying. Death is dying. Lie is dying. But in that moment it feels like, I'm lost, I don't know where I am, and so on. I'm telling you ahead of time, so that when these things, if they do come, they don't come for everyone in the same way, that you will remember, and the invitation is such a powerful tool and friend of grace, to remind you. This is why I say it's so important now, because you are awakening to the truth of what you are without doing so much spiritual gymnastics and torturing yourself and all this kind of stuff. Every path has its benefit. Everything is contributing. If you are sincere, even if you went on a path that's not ultimately so great, you may have to taste that, and gradually it will find. Grace will guide you to the right place. But you who have come here, and you are experiencing, in fact, a backlash from the mind stuff. It has to happen. Everyone who awakens to the truth experiences this. You may think it's only you, but they experience this resistance, doubt, fear, judgment, hatred,
It's in
resistance.
the body also sometimes.
Yes, very much in the body. It will be present, and it will feel like this is the evidence of truth. Look, I can feel it. I'm sweating. Also, I feel like I'm going to die. All this stuff. The mind can take that shape also. And I want to say, actually, gradually as you somehow mature more deeply into self-recognition, you will start to accept these seeming attacks as opportunities to transcend. When we have identity, you feel like you are on your own, you're being beaten, and why did I do this? It's not my path, and so on and so. You know, the sister came the other day and she said, listen, after a while, her mind came, and she decided, listen, I'm not going to follow him anymore. I'm done with him. I don't like him even. No? It will come like that. But what happened is that something there, why did you come back the next day? Was it the next day you came back? After this thing came up, you had an opening, you see, whoa. But all these are just movements appearing like clouds in the sky. They are coming because you were now identified in your sky being. So you could bear the clouds passing, even lightning and thunder clouds are passing, and everything is passing. But you had found a place that was not passing and was not affected by the traffic of the mind and the emotions. You saw this. But then suddenly or unexpectedly, boom, something comes. And doubts come. All these things come. Still, you did not run away. You came back. You listened again. And what happened? Gradually things began to, again, the truth it becomes more clear again for you. It's like that?
Yeah, in these days, yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
But because when I'm home, sometimes it's very difficult, it's very strong, but like here is like reconfirmation.
Yes.
That, and also if there is a lot of fear, sometimes is a lot of relief also.
Yes. You will experience these waves, sometimes full grace, so much joy, peace. So beautiful. Another moment comes, you're having some kind of anxiety, some fear, some doubts are coming, you know. I see you looking at me like, I see all this thing, and watching all this stuff coming and going. And then a refocusing happens and you see, but it's nothing. It's just the mind, it's just the mind. And another moment, like these waves come. But gradually, something behind is with you. A silence is becoming much more prevailing in you, like that, you see. You stay with it. You stay with it. I said at the beginning, I have seen so many people come. And many of them, they don't come back. You have found the most important discovery in the human kingdom. You found that which has transcended the world. Even it doesn't transcend anything, it is beyond. You found that. But you also have a dynamic sense of self also, have family relationships, things to have a job, things to do and like that. Are you to abandon all these? No, no. Yeah. But they will come into your satsang and they will be guided from your center like that. You see? And don't try and work it out anything in your head. Everything will unfold naturally, spontaneously. You continue to trust and look and sit inside your silence. Keep confirming. Gradually, gradually you're getting stronger and stronger, emptier and emptier. And even if the mind came like a tsunami, it will not overcome. You will come to see that whatever is happening in the mind is not a judgment against this. It was only, when I say this psychological attacks from the mind is not against your pure self, but against the idea you have of who you are. And so the one comes to see this and say, in fact, you know, it is actually good. Because at least it's attacking the idea of myself so that I can see where the lie, I'm still holding on to lies and untruth. You make use of them. When I say the wise person makes a house out of the stones, with the stones his enemies throw at him. your views are going to keep changing, getting higher and higher. In the end, you will have no enemies. You will have no enemies at all. You see, everything has been contributing to your awakening. But when we are in a lower state of consciousness, when we are deeply identified with personhood, you will have bullets coming from everywhere. This is happening. But as you mature and transcend, and the power of discernment gets much more acute, these energies will subside in their strength. And you will feel that just the joy now begins to come. The peace is there. The silence is there. Wisdom is with you, like that. So today, as you stand now, say some now from now.
That I was arriving here like that.
Shaking? Yes,
now.
yes. Yeah.
More peace.
Yes. There will come a time that even if this body went into spasms, it will be spasms appearing in your stillness. There's a stillness. Are you aware of this stillness?
Yes.
That even something just somehow surrenders your existence to existence. Everything's unfolding, but you are not unfolding. You are like the lights, the conscious awareness in which all this is appearing, dancing, disappearing, but you are the constant, in fact. And yet none of them can be without you, the perceiver of them. You won't be troubled by them, but it takes time. I encourage, don't give up. Maybe half of you, if not more, will turn away at some point and think, I can't, my mind is beating me. My mind is punishing me. It's punishing who? It's punishing your ego, your idea you have of yourself, not your true self. Your true self cannot be punished by anything at all. But while we have identity, you will feel that, yes, these things are coming, I'm going forward and I'm trying to find the truth. Something is trying to stop me from finding the truth. It must be something bad. Only later you may think, actually, I said I was searching for truth, but actually I had other agendas here and it was being exposed and like something couldn't bear it, my mind. It's the mind that is complaining. The lower sense of self is complaining, you see. It has a lot of fantasy, and now these fantasies are thinning away. Then it feels very, very disturbed by that. Some people have told me like this, it has to end here, Mooji. Yes. Yes. I don't want to take another body to continue this story. So whatever the mind is going to bring, let him bring, but I have to be free. Don't keep your mind. Don't protect that which is holding you hostage in such a lowly state. Why is mind behaving like this? If you want to go and gamble, he is not going to trouble you. If you want to go and cause some mischief, he's going to encourage you, go, go, go. But you want to be free, no, no, no. Trouble, go, go, go. Freedom, no, 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 no. So it has to be in you, the urge, or at least the taste you have tasted that there exists something beyond my present way of seeing things that is above all things. That is the gift of the invitation, to help you to see, to come to that realization, whoa, 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 this has happened. Did you create it? Did you make it up? No, I was not even expecting. And now I see now. For the true seeker, the earnest seeker, says, no, I even glimpsed it. And this glimpse, I cannot let go of now. I have to complete all the way. But if you expect, oh, why am I having this little trouble and I don't like anymore? And so, because all of this drama is intensified in these non-dual satsangs. If you are on a journey that was going to include the ego, and the ego could feel nice and very nice and stuff, but still ego, you probably would not come under this attack. Because ego is on the ride as well. But if ego, which is something you must transcend, is being exposed too early, then yes, you will have this type of thing. But I will tell you, many are they who transcend. Many are they who transcend this battle for a while. It's strong, and then whoa, you're out, you're free from him. Are you one of them? Yes. This is what I have come to find out. And it's not all fight, fight, fight. If you remember, and as you see, the fight only happens when I'm identified with my mind. You even say, the mind is not happy about it. If you knew the difference between your mind and yourself, it wouldn't matter so much. But it matters to us what our mind has to say, because the mind is taken to be so intimate, so necessary. I'm not so in the mind in its widest aspect. I'm talking about the mind in its psychological play. The mind that is caught up with identity. This one is going to be strong. But mind also is the self, is aspect of the self also. When you wake up to the truth of yourself, and he cannot fight you, he will join you and come into silence also. End of the monkey business. Is it important to you all what is being heard now? Because this will stand you in good stead in that time when the darkness come, the darker energies. Where they come from, you see? Where they come from, you see? You must defeat them. In the story of Christ also, it says after his baptism, he was led by the Spirit into the wilderness, not into the city, in the wilderness to be alone. And he's in the wilderness, and it says that Satan came to test him in the wilderness. Why in the wilderness? And does Satan live in the wilderness, waiting? No. What happened? Where did he come from? From within your own potential. It come in order to get acted out in a real scenario, so that you can have the chance to say no and to transcend it. Even in the invitation, when we are sharing invitation, and I ask you some questions, I say, please answer them. Means that you stand up for yourself, not just sit there looking, but you confirm, yes, it cannot end. It cannot fade. You say it, it has a power. It cannot fade. You see, like this. Now you're in an environment, in the energy field of satsang, amongst many sangha, where their energies are supporting also collectively for freedom. Everyone here who is in search for freedom is also emanating energy to help the others to reach that place. Rare it seems, that a human being, although you cannot not be that truth, rare it comes that we awaken to that within ourselves. What keeps us asleep to it? That also is being exposed. That also is being exposed for your own seeing to confirm, yes. This thing seems strong now and then it's gone. Nothing strong, it's gone. What sees strong and weak coming and going, but itself is not coming and going? Pay some attention to that. because largely we're suffering from distraction. Distraction means distracted from your own self. That's it. So this is why I'm so happy to hear this from you, what has been experienced, how it goes, so others can relate to that. You have a peak experience, it seemed for the moment, and then suddenly lots of doubts come. This is quite typical. A lot of doubt come and then say, no, I don't know, I don't know what to do, I mustn't go back and so on like that. And some people, they leave. And then they come back at another time and say, no, I'm not giving up. Something keeps calling me back to this place. And they come again and then some opening come. And you move like this. It's not freedom. You cannot come and purchase over the counter like you go to a shop. It must be that urge continue to deepen, widen, strengthen, heighten in you. It's growing, it's a growth. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, this. Don't doubt. Just come.
Yeah.
Okay.
Namaste, Mooji.
Namaste.
And namaste to everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. I disliked you the first days. Huge amount of love. Thank you. You've opened what I am. My heart's like, I wish everybody I could pass it. You cannot, obviously, when you find it in yourself, you cannot pass it on.
You cannot what?
Pass it on.
Pass it on.
You cannot. I wish I could, because it's like, wow, I've let go of all. There is no needing, no wanting, no cravings. The searching stopped.
The search is stopped.
Searching stopped. And this was like really weird for me, and I wasn't really sure from where it came. I wasn't even quite aware that I was searching, actually. I ended up being here through a loved sister, Maika, to send my love from her. And I ended up just being in this place. I'm very much with the way the universe is kind of taking me, flowing me here, flowing me there. I'm trying to be as honest with myself as possible and everybody that I come in contact with. But yeah, the boy, Ciao Bello, he said it exactly. It was like I really disliked it in the beginning. The first day I was like, no, I came for this, but yes, I came for this and this freedom.
Yeah.
I am the freedom. I feel the freedom, and I have nothing holding me back. My whole body's trembling now, and probably this is the way you feel when you actually really realize this. And I just have to say thank you from my heart.
Yes. You know, it's we can never really make an absolute thing. Say, okay, from now this is it. Even people say, you know, some people have come also and say, you know, I gave up the search or something like that, or the search ended. I gave up the search. I say, don't make a tattoo out of that. No.
Yeah, I'm loving this shit.
Okay. Can I see again? Can I see? Yeah.
Look through your heart, baby.
Okay.
Look through your heart.
Don't make a tattoo out of that, meaning that don't hold to anything. Don't. I would say refrain from forming any premature conclusions about anything that can appear in consciousness. You see? I say this. Just quietly stay in the place where you observe all these things, but you're not combining yourself with them. And yet, the body is here to play in life, to do the things that need to be done, but the mind can be in service to the life as it is unfolding. But from the place where you are looking, This place is not, you cannot find it with GPS. This place is not a physical place. You're looking from the space of being, from your highest self, your higher self. So something, even if we say, then this stopped or that this is not going to happen, that is done in the realm of the changeful. That can continue there. You keep paying attention just to that stillness. At a certain point, there will just be the stillness is there, not even one paying attention to it. Everything that takes place is arising in front of and within that silence. You don't even have to say it, it's just like that. But what will shine from you is a deep quality of peace and a natural happiness and openness, you know, that silence and joy. I call that the perfume that comes when you have settled inside your heart. Then your natural, those natural perfume, I call it, of love and openness, freedom from fear and judgment. This now comes in fantasy. That's just like that. Simple, simple, simple.
Yes. And I also released, I found that emotions have disappeared. The emotions of, this was the first day, we were like, oh God, Mooji, why? And then it's like, this in the next few days, I've been here since the start of the satsang, first satsang as well. But it's funny how everything just, it was like one of those fast browsers you put in water and it's like, psh, 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 and then all of a sudden it just becomes this, the water. So it's funny how everything slowly disappeared in a fast amount of time. But even my emotions have just been totally separated. I feel like I've had the death of me. The death's come. And there is no death actually, it's the zero. It's the full connectiveness of everything and yourself, the never ending. So I really have to thank you and everybody here, because everybody else's kind of your views and the things you were doing and my emotional attachment to everything that made me realize the things that I've realized. And I thank you very much.
Very good. Thank you. Okay, very good. You can, yes, okay, you make your way there. Yes. What happened is that also the emotional, some people are very emotional in temperament, that can become more quietened down. Emotions don't need to go completely, but they become more purified. You see, you feel things, but not erratically and not overexcitedly. There's always a stability in them.
Hi, Mooji.
Hello.
I don't believe I'm standing here, but here I am.
Yes.
I had a couple of things that, as you asked us to do the questions, and I'm just going to say what my experience is. So the space, I experience space, but I seem to experience space. There's an I
Yes.
that's experiencing it.
Yes.
And it's not empty, it's full of everything.
Yes.
And so that's one thing, I think I might be, sometimes, and I know it's the mind, tells me I'm in the wrong room.
Wrong room, me being what?
Well, that my mind's playing a trick on me, and this isn't really the space, that I'm in some other mind conceived.
When I speak about the space, that we speak like the space, and sometimes when I speak of zero, it's not different in a way. Zero beyond the symbol of zero.
But my experience of space also, it doesn't have love. It's just peace. It's peace, and I observe like all of my emotions, and I am very emotional, and my mind is not a nice mind. It likes to beat me up and stuff. So if I go to the space, that can just, it stops, it can just, or it can be occurring, and I have peace, but I don't have love.
That's fine, because maybe the feeling of love or love itself is not the time to show itself right now. You have to trust. Everything is like that. When I say love, I don't necessarily mean a love for an object or a person. It's much broader. For me, love is not different from peace also. It's not the words love or the emotion love. It is the recognition of the unity of being, of the oneness of self.
And I don't have that. It's like I'm identified with the observer.
Yes.
So I'm identified in the
The observer is a function. The sense of a person and the senses and the thinker, these are functions. These are functions. That which is aware of the functions, but not functioning them, that is not a function. The awareness itself, if you say awareness of, we usually sometimes say awareness of, like I'm conscious about something. But the awareness I'm speaking is like this space. I'm using the word space. That might be misleading because we even have concepts about space also. That space which is beyond concept, in which you naturally, I cannot say, oh, that's the space and this is you. It is without the you which is personal. But at the same time, you, the existence, are there. And it is perfectly harmonious. It and the self are not different, like that. The person appears, of course, somewhere, because the person is something visible here. Also, the mind function, the waves of emotion and thought and so on can appear. But now, previously, when they were appearing for a personality or a person, they had a virility about them. They had a tax about them. They had all of this. But seen from this neutral place, when we do invitation, you are here fully, but you are not, nothing we write about you is true. It's not personal. There's no history. From that place of pure consciousness, the mind waves are not significant for you, even to say that you notice them. Just like if you walk through the marketplace, busy marketplace, many people would be distracted, but maybe somebody, you speak to them and they say, no, I didn't notice anything. It was nothing that was catching their attention, so they didn't pick up or register anything at all. When the mind stuff in its personal or psychological mode is perceived from the true place, there's nothing to speak about, no comment about it. It becomes insignificant. It perhaps not even noticed even. We speak about the mind because the one who is attacked by the mind, we still identify with this one. If there was no identification with the personal sense, we wouldn't speak about mind.
I'm definitely very identified still with, and I'm tired of it. So
you say, I'm still identified with. How I hear this, is that there is an awareness of that play of identification with the person, with the mind also. Right there where you are, the awareness that you are is capable of observing without being attached to what it is perceiving. You see? Mm-hmm. It will become like that for you. At present, we are holding on to the shape of personhood, the history, all of this is there. So therefore, the mind seems very tangible, very real, very much effective. As soon as your own identity as a person dissolves into the deeper, spacious consciousness, those attacks and quality of the mind will disappear. They interrelate. The person and problems and change and attacks and so on, they go together.
Right.
From the highest place, when you listen to invitation and you are left as what? At the end of the invitation, when you have now, it's closed, the book is closed, the headphones are finished, everything. What is here then?
Just empty space or full space, but no love.
Yes. Don't worry about love. Don't worry about anything like that. Just you are there. An intelligence is here, a perceiving is here, but it's not personal. And give some attention only to that. The mind wants to fill the basket with fruits, but you are just here. Don't pay attention to that. Pay attention only to your own self, impersonally.
Thank you.
The more we give attention to the mind stuff, then it seems as though it's growing in its sense of reality. They correlate like that.
I have a very, very big mind.
Yes.
Wish you could
You
zap
who
it. I
have
want you to poof me.
you who feel I have a big mind is also
A big mind.
not totally. There's no mind independent of you. You're there also, but giving too much importance to that identity. So it feels you have a good mind. As long as you have this feeling, my mind is so strong, it's like you're advertising its strength in some way. The more you observe with detachment, the more distance comes. The more you are naturally self-aware. Without content, you don't need all this content. The content is traffic keeps going. Why hold them? Let them go. But the identity presses save and holds things. So the identity is also a cloud passing. Let that pass also. It feels like it's right here, and everything, the whole world, your life, your future is being lived from a place of identity. And no one sees that identity itself is a cloud. You see, identity is appearing to be the sky itself. This is why I used the term yesterday, the mask of God. The person appears, and it's like, that's what we are. But it really does not exist apart from the belief that gives it such strength. And that belief comes from you also.
I don't want that belief anymore.
And then
Stop believing it.
I can't say stop believing. Be aware of belief, that is also a function. Just be aware. That is also something noticed. And see from where this is seen. Acknowledge that is something seen. It will change, another thing will come. Other things are coming and going. Notice the stillness in which all things, it is the most simple. At a certain point it will become the most obvious for you. Everything is coming and going, everything. But when you have the sense of a person, everything matters so deeply. When you are the self, it's not that nothing matters, it's that you don't mind. Something plays to address them, but your highest state is your self-abidance in yourself. This is the most important thing.
Thank you, Mooji.
Thank you. Very good. Okay. Let me read something. I don't know what it will be, but just to take off these question answers for a moment, I feel to do that, I'll try something. Why not? The sage is saying in the Avadut, I am desireless with desires. How shall I speak of that? I am unattached with attachment. How shall I speak about that? I have no substance, and yet I have. What shall I say about that? I am nectarian knowledge, unchanging bliss. I am everywhere like space. What it mean? I am desireless with desire. Feel. I am desireless, but there's desire. How shall I speak about it? Can you relate to this word? I am desireless with desire. How shall I speak about that? I am unattached with attachments. How shall I speak about that? I have no substance, meaning I am not the elements. I'm not the form. I'm nothing you can point to say, yes, I am this or this. I have no substance, and yet I have. What shall I say about that? I am nectarian knowledge. I am unchanging bliss. I am everywhere like space. In which scientific book you are going to see this? In which book you are going to read that? Who will accept it? Who will relate to that? Let me continue. I am undivided, and yet I am every separate form. What shall I say of that? I am divided, yet I am in everything. What shall I say of that? I am both eternal and non-eternal. What shall I say of that? I am nectarian knowledge, unchanging bliss. I am everywhere like space. Rational mind? Never mind. Don't worry about that. To whom does he speak, and from where does he speak? Where are these words coming from? Flick again, let's see something. Beyond high and low, I am the same self in all. Beyond inner and outer, I am the same self in all. If there is only the one, I am the same self in all. Why lament or cry, O my mind? I am the same self in all. There is no real distinction between the imaginer and the imagination. There is no real distinction between the cause and its effect. A poem and its words are one and the same. Why cry, O my mind? I am the same self in all. Rational mind, intuitive mind, poetic mind. Where is it heard in you? There's a place in each of us that these words are at home. You don't have to explain that, but you recognize it. You feel the energy of it. All infinite space is pervaded by the self, but nothing else pervades the self. It is simultaneously within and without. It cannot be limited or divided in parts. You may read one thing or hear one thing said here, and a seeming contradictory thing said here. And yet, in the self, there's no contradiction. There's not even agreement. How we can understand that? Why to read something like this, which is beyond the grip of the psychological mind and the personal mind? Because it's speaking to the higher self. is the vibration from the higher self. It is extremely subtle and cannot be seen. It is primary to all qualities, the yogis say. It is the state that underlies all other temporary states of the mind. It is what? The same when you are discovering in the invitation. When the book of the invitation is closed, when the audio is taken off, and what is remaining here? What nationality is that? What religion is that? What mindset is that? What personality is that? But something keeps saying, yes, it's nice to go there, but what is the value? How can I use it in the world? So it is good that from time to time there are awakened beings sprouting amongst us. So we can see that, watch their lives. How is their life? Is it different from what they speak even? Then you see that love prevailed, and peace prevailed. And then you see, but we are one, we are the same one. So don't depend on rational mind, objective mind. Don't depend on that. Somehow, in all of this, something is transforming. Something is growing back into itself. A harmony is forming, a unity prevailing like that. Don't try to track your progress. If you plant a seed and somehow in a bottle with soil and so on, and it starts to first something come, a leaf, and then something, 2 leaves, and then you watch it and you see after the 3rd day another leaf doesn't come, and you pull it up to look if the roots are okay, then leave it alone. Leave it alone. Put it in a good place. Water it. Everything, leave it to life. Leave yourself to life. It brought you here, grace brought you here for one purpose, to wake up to who you are in reality, that is. It is not wishing to leave anyone out. Yet we have the force of the psychological mind, and the personal self is vying for attention. It wants to keep its life, but it doesn't really exist in the way it is considered to be. Okay. Someone came, a husband and wife came here for just a couple of days. The wife's birthday it was, and the husband said, it's your birthday, I want to buy you a ticket to come and see Mooji here. They're from Malaysia, I think it was. He had been watching Satsang for a while, and then his wife was saying, like, I don't know, I think she was saying, but you're not changing or nothing, or something like this. I think it was the same couple. And then, but he said, do watch the Satsang one time. So they watched, and it was one of these laughing Buddha things. And then she watched it, and she said, but he's not helping the people to really give advice and so on. But after that, she started laughing also, and crying, and laughing, and crying. I hope I'm not getting these stories mixed up. But she kept laughing. Then she said to me, no, that I don't know what happened, but my mind fell into such total peace. And I just kept watching your satsang. Then I came here, they came here. What happened? Not a lot of head work, but something also works like that. Maybe people tell you, what's wrong with you? Why are you spending so much time on your own? And it's better you don't say, just say, I am just enjoying at the moment a little bit. Don't go to tell them, oh, I'm meditating, and no. Don't give yourself any trouble. If it's the right one to tell, then somehow the words will come at the right time. Thank you. Yes. We have something today, I feel it's, I would like to yes. Yeah. I'll slip in a verse or two before I start. Ashtavakra Gita on awareness, just a few verses. Yesterday, I lived bewildered in illusion, but now I am awake, flawless and serene beyond the world. From my light, the body and the world arise. So all things are mine, or nothing is. Now I have given up the body and the world, I have a special gift. I see the infinite self. As a wave seething and foaming is only water, so all creation streaming out of the self is only the self. Consider a piece of cloth. It is only threads. So all creation, when you look closely, is only the self. Like the sugar in the juice of the sugar cane, I am the sweetness in everything I have made. When the self is unknown, the world arises, but not when it is known. But you mistake the rope for the snake. When you see what the rope really is, the snake vanishes. My nature is light, nothing but light. When the world arises, I alone am shining. This truth is inside your heart. Okay.
I live for you, you only. I live for you, you only. Only you, Lord, you only. Only you, Lord, you only. 'Consume me, all of me. Consume me, all of me. Make me the light to brighten the day. Make me the light to guide them today. Make me the light to open the door. Make me the light, my Lord. I live for you, you only. I live for you, Lord, you only. Only you, Lord, you only. Only you, Lord, you only. Consume me, all of me. Consume me, all of me. Make me the light to brighten the way. Make me the light to guide them today. Make me the light to open the door. Make me the light, my Lord. Hallelujah. Oh, you are my Father. Hallelujah. You are my silence. Oh, hallelujah. You are my joy. Hallelujah. Your name is holy. Make me the light to brighten the way. Make me the light to guide them today. Make me the light to open the door. Make
ये सभी मेरी बारी है। पापा मोजी को बोलना कि ये मेरी बारी बता दें। अरे मोजी
Yes.
बाय बाय मोजी
Shiva, Shivratri. Shiva, you brought in my life. You brought in my journey, life journey. For Shiva. For Shiva. On Shivratri. You have shortened my path so much. Thank you.
This is very good to hear.
Thank you. Thank you. You have taken me very long advice.
I feel something trying to reach me. I am not able to identify which is trying to reach me. Yes, I can see.
Yeah,
I can see.
I can see. The strength of focus is when you see these things, they appear in the mind,
Yes.
and you have seen through them now. You know what they are made of.
Yes. I can see it. Yeah.
And only your belief gives them strength. Otherwise, they
Even
have no
progress and
power.
deprogress is also seen. I can able to see it. As you said, if you gain attention to yourself, you are already here. Why are you trying to reach yourself? I can relate it.
Very.
Thank you.
I would have had to take a very long path. Thank you so much for making it so short.
This is wisdom.
Thank you
Because,
so
yes. Otherwise,
Thank you
many
so
people, they believe, oh, it's going to be, even told sometimes, it's going to take many lifetimes to do this thing. And that's a very, I think, very unloving, untruthful idea to buy time more suffering. You are here. If it takes 1,000 lives to find it out, from the day that you find it out, it is the same like today. So it's just
Thank you. Eternal gratitude. Thank you, Baba.
After seeing this, I felt nothing left because everything is seen, and I feel this dream is appearing in me. Even I am standing right how I am not able to identify with me because this whole scenario is appearing in me. Like I am able to listen. Even when I sit with you, even at that moment, I am able to see this. So what is left? I don't think so. You can guide me. You can guide me.
Baba, today is Shivratri, so maybe we can have a standing sitting with you tonight.
Thank you.
Happy Shivratri, Baba.
Thank you.
Jai Baba.